whether they step him up in competition. But this was an onslaught against Mike Rothberger, not a contest at all.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Hammerstein Ballroom at the Manhattan Center in New York City as Cedric Kushner Promotions presents the Heavyweight Explosion New York City 2000. Your matchmaker is Ron Scott Stevens. Tonight's bouts are under the auspices of the New York State Athletic Commission, the chairman, Mel Southard, Commissioner Jerry Becker, Director of Boxing, President Bob Duffy, Medical Coordinator Ralph Petrillo, Medical Director Dr. Billy Lathan, and supervisors in attendance Robert Limerick and Ray Locasio. This is your first heavyweight explosion event of the evening. It is scheduled for 4 rounds. Your referee for this event from Hamden, Connecticut, Michael Ortega. Introducing the principals first in the red corner to my left, wearing the all-black trunks and weighing in at 235 pounds from San Antonio, Texas, making his professional debut. Here is Lenord Down South Slugger Childs. His opponent in the blue corner, wearing the red trunks with the wide trim. He weighs in at 227 pounds. He is undefeated in 1 professional bout. That win coming by way of knockout. He hails from Hot Springs, Arkansas. Here is Dominick Bad Boo Guinn. Guinn, 4 rounds heavyweights.
Gentlemen, we went over the rules. I want a good, clean fight. Protect yourselves at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch them up. Good luck. Good luck, buddy.
All right, referee Michael Ortega, son of world-renowned welterweight Gaspar Ortega, short and sweet as always. The way they were clapping, Steve, in the corner of Guinn, it reminded me of Family Feud. They didn't stop clapping during the entire introduction.
Well, Guinn is the, one of the best members of the graduating class of 2000. Fighting with Mark Breland as his trainer, Shelley Finkel as his manager, and there's a team atmosphere there because that group always gets a lot of good amateurs every 4 years.
Well, he's got an unknown quantity in front of him, Leonard Childs. No tape on Childs, no previous fights. Oh! He's not going to wait to find out much more about him either, it appears.
Well, Childs says he's 20-0 as an amateur. He's never lost. He's done better than Guinn because Guinn lost in the Olympic trials to the U.S. super heavyweight representative who will fight in Sydney, Calvin Brock.
That'd be very disappointing to Guinn. Very tough to make that team, especially this year. Even after you make the U.S. team, you had to qualify on the international level. Guinn backed up now on the ropes, and Dominick Guinn taking it to him, and he's got a smirk on his face.
I like it. He's trying to win here. You think they would have matched Guinn very soft, being that this is his second pro fight and he's a high commodity. But I'll tell you, Childs is trying to win.
Well, I talked to Childs a little bit yesterday, Steve, at the weigh-in. I didn't get the impression that he was here for a payday. And a 4-round fight, he's not making enough to make that part worthwhile.
And I don't know if the viewers can make it out, but across the back of Guinn, tattooed, is the word boxing with a pair of boxing gloves. That's a new one for me. I've seen a lot of tattoos in boxing, but never the word boxing. I guess this guy's really married to the sport.
You know, that's going to be a big mistake, though, in his future, because in Germany right now, the fighters are wearing website advertisements on their back. I just called the Sven Aki fight recently, and he had a website tattooed on his back, temporary tattoo.
Amazing.
So he's going to have to get a website that's called boxing.com. Under a minute to go here in the first round.
Triple jab. Nice work by Guinn.
Leonard Childs can say he fought him in his pro debut. Or he could say he stopped him in his pro debut if one of those wild shots lands.
Guinn looks relaxed, and I like the way he keeps his hands up when Childs punches. That's not something every young fighter does.
Warning from Mike Ortega to Childs to keep the shots up. Strong finish here in the first round by Dominick Guinn.
That's in round one.
You can tell capacity crowd here at the Hammerstein as we take a look in the corner of pro debuting Leonard Childs. Childs gets caught with a counter left. Kind of hot dog, Steve. That's usually a bad sign.
Well, every time a fighter tries to make it look like a punch didn't bother him, you can be sure that that punch bothered him.
Right in there, let it go.
Seconds out. We approach the second round.
Round two of a scheduled 4-rounder. That's Dominick Guinn. He comes in with the big pedigree. World-renowned trainer, or world-renowned fighter, now trainer.